The resurgence of the poliomyelitis or polio virus in positively identified carriers in Luzon and Mindanao has not escaped international notice. Hence, a number of countries in the Pacific Rim are taking precautionary moves to keep this physical scourge off of their shores. PTV correspondent Karen Villanda on next-door neighbor Indonesia, requiring all travelers from the Philippines to show proof of their polio-free status in this report.
Philippine already booked her trip to Indonesia this November, but she is at the Bureau of Quarantine to get an international certificate for anti-polio vaccine. Indonesia is included in the 19 countries who require an international certificate of vaccination prior to the issue of an entry visa.
Oh, excited. Tapos iba parang everything na nasettle na yung booking namin, lahat-lahat na yung ano namin. Tapos biglang nagkaroon ng ganito. Tatsagain talaga. Kailangan, may pasok pa ako. Nag-absent lang ako para lang makakuha nito. Kesa naman i-cancel namin, mas malaki kayong mawawala sa amin.
The Bureau of Screen, Vet and Quarantine OFWs and travelers whose number reach more than thousands a day. Aside from this, there are also more than 600 people who visit the agency to get a certification for yellow fever. Because of the long quiz, some Filipinos cannot help but complain.
Sa akin, since mga mostly OFW na pupunta, baka pwede makipag-collaborate sa POA o sa DFA. Siyempre, ang hinahandle kasi mostly ng Bureau of Quarantine is mga seaman dati. So ngayon lahat to, kung check-checkin nyo, panay mga aalis, mag-abroad.
The Bureau of Quarantine already set a contingency plan to serve all the people who need a documentation. They are set to add personnel and extend their operating hours. But the agency assures they are granting considerations those who need to leave the country immediately.
Opo, kinoconsider namin if they can show their tickets and copy ng tickets nila na talagang paalis na sila, ipa-prioritize namin po.
The Bureau of Quarantine reminds the public to have a little more patience in completing their document requirements to avoid delay and expenses for vaccination in the country of destination that requires a certificate of vaccination for entry. Karen Villanda for The Nation.